Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode. I don't know what episode number this is, Dan.
10.
Do you? Is this 10? We're picking up speed. What?
I was going to say, you've hit, this is the milestone. If
10?
you make it past 10, you're doing pretty good. Better than most podcasts.
Man. What do you think? Most people quit after about 3?
Usually, yeah. I think the percentage is 25% people don't even make it to 10.
Well, people are bringing it up at my shows. They bring up that they listen, they watch, and they like it. So it's fun. I'm having a good time doing it, and I don't really look at the numbers, even though the numbers seem like they're doing a little better. They're low. We have low numbers. It is what it is. But a lot of the clips that we pull out of this podcast and we post them, that's really the main reason to do it, for those moments to build the social media and get people to come to the live shows. So it's working. Thank you, everybody that came to Medford last night. If you're listening to the podcast, that was awesome. We had a good time. I had unbelievable Johnny's Pie there, right around the corner, dude. Right around the corner from the venue. Unbelievable pizza. Thank you guys. Little shout out to Johnny. They didn't give me any money. I did like a 3-minute commercial on my Instagram for them today, eating their food and loving it. And you said you want to get it, and it looks good.
It looks amazing.
Their wings are unbelievable. They got a homemade honey place right next door as another business. So they buy the honey from this place that makes homemade honey, and then they put it on their pizzas. So it was really good. And then I had some salad on the side of the pizza that had homemade banana bread croutons.
That sounds really good.
As my son would say, it's fire. That shit was fire, yo.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, my son has all that lingo, the fire and yo, and it's mad cool. He says all that shit. I don't know if all the kids do, but my son does. So, So was in Medford last night. That was cool. Thank everybody that came. Yeah, so I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there again. But before that, on the 26th, on a Sunday night, I'm going to be in Stone Harbor. If you're going to the Jersey Shore this summer, you can see me at the Harbor Square Theater on July 26th. And then on the 6th, I'm back in Medford at Studio 67, right around the corner from Johnny's Pies. You can go there and eat right before the show, or you could buy a pie and bring it to the show, because you can bring food inside this place, and you can bring booze inside it, which, you know what I'm starting to realize, Dan? I thought it was a great idea, because I was thinking that's probably good for business, or even my business, because now people can pay more for a ticket because they don't have to spend a lot on booze. Sure. But this is what I'm noticing after doing 2 shows now at Studio 67 with them doing BYOB. People get wasted.
Yes.
My show my show's starting to become a talk show. Like, they're just talking to me, and that's what people do when they're drunk. Yeah, or they just walk up and hand you. Because I did say last night while I was on stage, anybody got an extra one? Anyone got an extra drink? Yeah, next thing I know, I had something I never had before last night, which was a boxed wine, but for just one person. You ever seen that? It was like a sippy cup of, like one of the, what are those called for kids? Those little sippy?
Yeah, the
cardboard things?
Milk carton things.
Yeah, they gave me a white wine. I had one of those. And then a guy brought up Espresso Martini, which I had never had in my life. You would think everybody has had. I never had one. It was amazing. You ever have one of those?
I've heard. No, I've never. I don't drink alcohol on a regular basis or anything. But I have heard that the espresso in martinis or in drinks is actually really good.
Mm-hmm. You don't drink coffee either because you're Mormon, right?
Yeah. I occasionally, every once in a while, when I'm
if you're really tired.
Yeah, I'll throw back a cold brew. But
now, is it Mormons aren't allowed to have caffeine or not? That'd be funny if it was just coffee.
Well, so this is actually one of the things that when I was a missionary, I talked a lot about is that so the direction that was given in the Word of Wisdom is about coffee and strong. It's strong, so like alcohol, and then specifically a prophet said coffee and green tea. Now, a lot of people were like, well, you can't have any caffeine. But I'm like, no, the rules, the clarification was people would get like, you can't, like I had a friend, his house was a caffeine-free zone. He could not have any Coke
Really?
with caffeine.
Well, what is your? I was about to ask you, what is your favorite caffeinated drink?
Coca-Cola, Pepsi,
Coke.
like anything.
Coke and
yeah,
Pepsi.
Coke. Yeah, I will live and die on that. So I love it.
I love it. That's your weakness?
Yeah, that and Oreos.
Oh. Yeah, dude, you can't stop eating Oreos. Those are
dude.
My son Mason recently, him and his girlfriend made brownies with
Oreos
in the brownies. I was like, "What are you trying to do to me? Kill me? I'm gonna die. Get these out of here."
This is why I'm fat and happy.
Yeah. Yeah, so get tickets. JoeMatarese.com is where you can get tickets to all those shows. And I was also thinking, because I did this long commercial for the guy and posted it, and the last thing it was only up for a couple hours and it already had 5,000 views on my Facebook fan page. So I was like, this thing might get a lot of views. I should start trying to get local sponsors because I'm getting so many people buying tickets to my local shows and in that area. So any of you local businesses out there, if you're listening or watching the podcast, you got a pizza place. It can be anything that's in that area, in anywhere where there's Phillies fans, I say, anywhere where there's Eagles fans. It can be Delaware, it can be South Jersey, it can be Pennsylvania, it can be in Florida where all you snowbirds live that are down there, or some of you now live there year round, Sarasota, Boca. This is where all the Philly people are, Dan. Yeah. Boca, Sarasota, Tampa. What am I leaving out here? Tampa, Clearwater. They call it Clearwater. There's a lot of Philly people down there, and then there's lots of sprinkles of towns around there in Orlando too. But those are the biggest ones, and I apologize if I left one out. If you live there and you're going, what about? All right, sorry. So, any of you guys have a local business that you want to run ads? Not only will I mention it on the podcast, I'll mention it in my social media posts where it gets a lot of views, and we can do business. Go to joematarese.com. There's a contact information right there. That's the best way to contact me.
Yep.
So, with all the business out of the way, what happened, road back to Philly, first of all, I think I realized not this weekend, this past day, that I probably can't move back down there because I had fights with my mom. We made up. Everything was fine. But I was thinking, I can't live down here till they die. Yeah, so I can't live down there, dude, until they pass away. So that's sad to say. It's so morbid, isn't it? They're 83 and 82. That's what you do with your dog, too. And you have a dog. My wife can't stand our dog. We have a King Charles Cavalier Spaniel, and it has this breathing problem, and it snores nonstop. And she's just thinking about when is he going to die. And she said, she told me, I'm never getting a dog ever again. We're not getting a dog ever again. No more dogs. So,
is she a cat person?
No, she's allergic to cats. And she always loved dogs her whole life and grew up with dogs. But now we have one bad. It'd be like if you had one kid and he was freaking a nutbag. You might not want to have another kid, right?
I mean, it happens.
Trying to get out of this shit.
Yeah, you're getting wrecked by this evening shade.
Yeah. So what went on in the Philly area? And it would have been fun if I was down there. It was All-Star Week. The Phillies hosted the All-Star game, and they also hosted the Home Run Derby. Dan, you're not a baseball fan, and you told me you watched
you like
the
baseball,
second.
But I'm not religiously watching it. So there's that.
This is why you should have watched it this year. This was, they're saying, one of the best home run derbies in the history of the Home Run Derby. And it's probably because it was in Philly, because Philly was doing something where they were booing all the non-Philly players during their at-bats, right? Booing them. And then they would clap when they would hit a fly ball or a grounder that wasn't
Oh,
a home
man.
run. They would clap. Yeah, there was a
Savages.
sarcastic clap, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, it was so mean that it was hilarious. It was like
Okay.
funny. I wanted you to show the last three because it was really exciting. They were booing all the guys that weren't Philly players. The Philly players were Bryce Harper, who has, I think, about, I'm always vague with my numbers, somewhere between 14 to 18 home runs right now at the All-Star break. And then Kyle Schwarber,
20 home runs.
he had 20. And Kyle Schwarber, I think, has about 32 home runs at the All-Star break. He's leading the whole league and didn't really even make the All-Star team, really, but he made the home run derby.
Well, hit a total of 56 home runs during 2025
Last
Major
year.
League. That was
That's
year.
last year.
Yeah.
Right now at the All-Star break, I'm pretty sure Danny has 32 home runs, leading the American
Yes.
and the National League in home runs.
Yep. That's correct.
So it went down to him and that other guy who's on the St. Louis Cardinals, and it probably says his name on the video because I had never heard of this Cardinals guy. He's a rookie.
Interesting. Yeah, Jordan
What's
Walker.
his name? Jordan Walker. Was insane, dude. Big dude, right? His whole family's there. It reminded me of like my daughter when you have kids and you go to these. Oh, remember we talked about my daughter's award ceremony?
Yeah.
I do positive racism, everybody. Never negative. Here's positive racism. African American people, when they're supporting someone in their family for something, they go so positive that it's infectious, right?
Yeah.
So when you're at one of those award ceremonies and their kid wins, this one girl, this one black girl was going ape shit whenever she won, and she would run up there pumping her fists, and I just thought that was normal, right? My son afterwards goes, she's special needs. I go, I thought she was just positive. He goes, no, she's special needs. That's why she was acting that way. I had no idea because I'm like, I see black comedians that are like that all the fucking time. Yeah, right. So funny, positive racism. So, what's the point? So Jordan Walker, his family was so positive. He comes into the final against Schwarber, right?
Yeah.
And they get 15 swings each. And I think he's about 3 away when I want you to show this. He's 3 away from tying up Schwarber in the final round. And know this also, Dan, the winner gets $1 million. It's not like $10, and I think probably like a car and something else. But $1 million. And that guy, Jordan Walker, I'm saying his name right. Jordan Walker, his salary was only $750,000 because he's a rookie.
Correct.
Right?
And he's in the Cardinals.
So he's on the Cardinals that suck. So he's if he wins, he gets more than his whole year's salary if he wins the home run derby. So his mom's up there, his dad's up there, his sister's up there, and his grandma. And then they keep cutting to them, right? So this is how Philly's treating him with 3 away from tying Schwarber. Now play that clip. Just want you to see his last 3. And people also need to know this. In the contest year, they did it a little different. And in the last round, you got 15 swings. And on your last swing, they pitched you this ball they called the magenta ball. And if you hit the magenta ball out, you get to keep going and keep going and keep going. And they're supposed to keep throwing you these magenta balls, right? So there was a controversy. That's the next video. But I just want you to see how this guy steps up to being booed by 50,000 people. It's sold out. And it was so impressive that even as a Philly fan, I was like, I want this motherfucker on our team. Get this guy. He's, as my dad always says, ice water. My dad's always going, ice water. He loves saying that whenever we're watching sports. So play this clip somewhere maybe with like maybe, I don't know, 45 seconds left. Play the last 45 seconds of it.
Okay, ready. Dude, booze.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
You don't have to swing at the pitches, so you can take them.
Yeah. Dude, the booze. A George Hendricks cool.
is. Closer still with number 10. Wow.
So there's 10. That's his family. You could tell his dad's the greatest guy ever. Like, yeah, do it, baby. Do it, baby.
This kid's going crazy.
This is a dad's dream, by the way.
Oh, no.
To have your son doing that right in front of you, and you're there watching it.
Yeah.
For $1 million, rookie year.
Booing, and then everyone crushing it.
Bam. He's hitting it like it's nothing. Here's the tie. Yeah. Like, fuck you, Philly. Your boos don't do anything.
He's like, what's going on? This guy.
Schwarber's like, motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like.
Dad's like, yeah. Now they have to throw him the magenta ball. Actually, that last ball was the magenta. Right?
Yeah.
Now he's supposed to be throwing him the magenta ball right here, but he's not.
He's not afraid.
No one said anything. He was throwing him the wrong balls.
Come on, baby.
Oh, yeah, man.
Going hard. That's what I'm talking about.
That's the guy you want on your team right there. A guy that just in the paint, in the pressure, steps it up. So watch the next video, because there was a controversy because he was supposed to use the magenta balls, and you don't know this, Dan. No one was able to hit those magenta balls out. They were getting nervous. They were half red and half white, and something about them was like making the swings be a little off because it didn't look like the white ball. It was a two-colored ball. They're not used to it. Yeah. So he gets the magenta ball to get to 11 to tie him, and he's supposed to throw another magenta ball. And someone has the video talking about this controversy. Yes, show that one.
The fix was in. Schwarber got cheated, and there's picture-perfect proof. In the middle of the home run derby, Major League Baseball slipped up and accidentally leaked the script, broadcasting a graphic that Jordan Walker was the home run derby champion. Okay, no big deal. Mistakes happen, right? Turns out it was, of course, Walker versus Schwarber in the championship. And when Walker was down to his final swing, needing to hit 4 home runs in a row, that's when something suspect happened. When the batter is down to only 1 swing, the pitchers bring out the special magenta ball. Just a normal baseball that's half red. It's pretty noticeable. Anyway, batters had a tough time seeing the magenta ball all night, hitting them out only around 30% of the time, opposed to 55% on the regular white baseballs. Walker smacked 3 straight magenta balls out of the park, setting him up with a swing for the win when the pitcher pulled the old switcheroo. Not taking any chances, the pitcher grabbed a regular white ball when it should have been the magenta, who slapped it out for the title.
Here you go. Latino guy, too. Did you see that, Dan?
Yeah, I did see that.
The Latino guy cheated. Tehran. Tehran.
Look, positive.
There's definitely going to be comedians doing jokes about the colored ball and the colored guy, and there's something there.
Yeah.
But say what you will, I don't care that they threw him the wrong ball. He should have, fuck it. It wasn't the magenta ball, whatever.
I think it shows more. Yeah, I think it shows more class, the fact that he was able to stay in the zone, hit the magenta ball that other people were not being able to do it, and then switched it up and still got it.
And I don't have this on video, but one other thing that was so great and so inspirational, and I'm sure everybody that saw it felt the same way, when they interviewed his parents after the fact, just after it, and Barry Bonds was one of the guys who interviewed him. Even Barry Bonds said, and this is Barry Bonds saying this to you, he goes, I've never even heard of you, I've never seen you before, but I'm going to be watching you now because you impressed me. You really impressed me. That was phenomenal. And
that's awesome.
But then the mom says something that I thought was amazing. She said, because they asked her, they go, your son just won $1 million. Isn't this incredible? What's he going to do with the money? And she goes, you know what? I don't even care about the money. I want to talk about how impressive and how impressed I am of my son coming through in that moment right there. Wow. He deserves a wow. She said, my son's been sleeping with a baseball glove since he was 3 years old in his bed every night, but he had his glove with him. He lives and breathes baseball, and I'm so proud of him that he just came through in that pressure moment like that, and I was just like, this lady's the opposite of my mom. I want this lady to be my mom.
I love how
I make it about me.
We all need
the sun keeps going right. I'm gonna have to do this whole episode in the sun, everybody.
Yeah.
It's like a baseball player having to fight the shadows.
You're just like, we all need a Mrs. Walker in our life, because I'm not gonna lie, that's when you know your mom loves you for who you are and just appreciates you for doing what you're doing, right? That's like some quality stuff. I will say, I was really impressed because Jordan Walker, there was an article that came out that talked about how one of the biggest things is that he loves baseball, but he wanted to get to where he was at so that he could help other black kids fall in love. But yeah, it was like something for it, because it is, I used to work with D Brown, who he used to be a former player for the Rockies, Major League Baseball player. His whole thing was he was a hitter, so he's a big dude, power slammer. He played in Japan, played in the Rockies in the early, I think, 90s or something like that. He was awesome, super cool dude. Shout out to you, D Brown. But I think there's something about baseball. I actually just watched Moneyball.
That's a great movie.
Pitt.
Love that movie.
It's so good. It's so good. And I was just reminded how much baseball, it's a weird baseball film, because it's about baseball that isn't the traditional route, but it emphasizes why people love baseball, which is it's a romantic sport. It's about this like.
I'm glad you said that, because that's also what I wanted to talk about next with the All-Star game, where they did this short film that they showed. I think at like the 5th inning. I don't think this was maybe I'm wrong. I can't remember if they did this at the beginning of the game or they did it in the middle. They might have done it in the middle of the game, like stopped the game and did this like moment. But talk about like what you just said, it's a romantic game, and like that's why I wasn't a fan of how they shortened it up, like that, because you know how most people need things fast these days, so they shorten things up. I don't know, they have the pitching clock, so the pitchers, and they're not allowed to throw over to first base more than like 2 times. What else? They're now when it goes into extra innings, you start with a guy on second base, so they don't have those really long games. And I'm like, no, that's why it was great, because it was long and you're invested. In 162 games, it's like I'm part of the family. I've been watching the Phillies games since game 1, and you watch it all the way through the season. So it's the same with movies. Like I always say, like if a movie's long but it's good, you don't care that it's long. Doesn't matter.
Right.
I'll watch a 5-hour movie if I don't care. If it's fucking amazing, the timing. I hate people that go, 2.5 hours. That's too long. I'm like, no, you're too dumb, or you don't have an attention span, because it doesn't matter. If it's good, it's good. So they did this really cool thing. I'm gonna say, maybe I'm wrong, and you can tell me I'm wrong in the comments of the podcast, but that they did this in the middle of the game. They did this really touching piece. You didn't watch it yet, did you, Dan?
I've not watched it.
All right, good. So you're gonna see it. I want to see. Like, dude, I'm not lying. I teared up when they showed this, and they did it.
I teared up in Moneyball. I forgot how freaking emotional that.
But this isn't even a movie. I mean, this is literally just like something they did on field.
Okay, let me.
In the middle of the game, and I mean, maybe because I grew up as a baseball player.
Yeah.
Come on, we're late. All right.
It would have really choked me up if they had the old bikes from when I grew up, but they did the modern version of it.
Very few earn our trust.
J.K. Simmons,
This
man.
pastime earned both.
And if they would have had the baseball cards in your spokes,
A sprint
making that sound.
A game of catch. That feeling often gets mistaken for nostalgia. It isn't. Nostalgia is
J.K. Simmons.
missing something that's gone.
Yeah, he's got that new TV series. That's why he's doing the narration, because he's the Westies, yeah.
It's really good. I enjoyed it.
And they do all this stuff about all they show all these great baseball moments.
That's permanence.
Let it play. Oh, that's cool how they pull the Ray Charles album out.
Yeah. So that's like a small little thing. Man, I would have. This is a fun shoot. This is a fun shoot.
I wonder when they. What was that? I wonder if that was an All-Star game when he did this.
I'm sure it was. I don't know if I could catch it. It doesn't see. I don't think I could see it.
Doesn't matter.
So they come out, and you choke. This. I mean, this is like I feel it. Look, I love the Sandlot. Sandlot's probably one of my top.
Well,
5
then and then the next part is them coming up to all the players now, and they're signing them autographs and everything. It just I don't know. It got me emotional, man. I've always felt that way about the sport of baseball. I don't know why. I like, and one of the reasons why I still play as a 58-year-old guy. I told you about hanging with those guys, and like tomorrow I have a doubleheader. I think it's going to rain and we're not going to play. And I said to the guy, "Do you need me to come to the game?" And he's like, "You're on the team. Of course we need you to come. Just come." I pitched a little bit last week. I pitched 2 innings, and then in the 3rd inning, I hit one guy, and the guy who runs our team, the Latino guy, he don't fuck around. He pulled me. One guy. I'm like, come on, dude. I think it was going to be a strike. These guys bat so close to the plate. I threw a curveball, right? And it was curving right towards the freaking inside corner, and the guy like kind of stuck his elbow out and gets hit. And they take me out of the game. We ended up winning that game 7-5, and then I play right field, second base, and I pitch. And then I usually bat at the end of the lineup. I had a couple of base hits too. Like I seem to just accidentally get on a lot. I don't know why, but baseball, yeah, it's just an emotional thing, and it was. I'm glad that Philly got a lot of good press, and that it was a great All-Star game and a great home run derby, and they also had the World Cup matches there. So we had that going on.
Yes.
We got a couple of voicemails I wanted you to play. I've sent you a couple of voicemails.
Hey, Joe.
I can hear my dog freaking barking downstairs,
love
by the way.
Show, love the podcast. Saw you when you came to Tampa a few months back. You fucking killed. I know your son goes to UT here, and I know you're in the area every once in a while. I'm a business owner, and if there's anything I can do for you down here in Tampa at any point, let me know. I have a big truck. I have every different type of tool and trailer you could think of. If you ever need to have your son moved, or need me to take care of somebody for him, you let me know. Hope everything is going good and wish you continue with the show. Fuck all the haters. Keep it going.
Dan, do you think he was offering that for free?
Dude,
like if you need any moving, I'll just do it for you? Or is he like... Or like, that is the best cold call ever to try to get business. Hey, man. The funny thing is you do need lots of moving when your kid's there, but this year he's in off-campus housing, and
furnished.
It's all what's the word I'm looking for? It's furnished already. So he just had a few boxes from last year that we had a service deliver his shit right to his door. Yeah, he's got it easy. Doesn't even have to lift a fucking box. It's not moving.
Me too.
I love that guy called for that reason, and I appreciate it, dude. I hope that guy comes to a show again. What was his name again? Hunter, dude. I love that you said I'll take care of him too. Like not only will I help your kid move, I'll kill someone if you need me to, and we'll throw him in the back of the moving truck.
I'll get the
crowbar. Yeah, get the crowbar. And we had
Hunter, you hit me up if you need a website.
Yeah, well, Hunter, maybe you want to sponsor. Put your company right on. Call us up. We'll do some sponsors, dude. You help us. We'll help you. We'll do the whole thing. So give me the other voicemail, Dan. I got Mikey B on the line.
Hey, man, I've seen you in Boston once, Philly twice. I wanted to say, man, you got to go back to Philly. I was from Western Mass, went out to Boston for school, and it wasn't the same. I didn't feel alive. I didn't enjoy things. I started running a .net and decided, you know what, I'm going back to Western Mass. It's where my family is, where my friends is. I was looking at places like East Longmeadow, Holyoke, Springfield, Pittsfield, the Berkshires, Chicopee, Northampton. And when I got back there, man, it revitalized me, it rejuvenated me. I got back into comedy and doing stand-up reviews on my .net that I run. And, man, I mean, Philly needs you. Someplace like Ardmore, Westchester, Phoenixville, New Hope, Doylestown. Heck, I think Haddonville, Jersey would be perfect for you, man. That's exactly what you need. Go home, Joe. Go home.
Go home,
How
Joe.
good was that?
Go
How good of a
home.
call was that? I mean, that guy had
That's so
had
good.
3 moments in the call that I could quote. I don't know if you caught them. Did you catch the quotable moments?
You had a couple. Who's like stand-up comedian reviews.
No,
Yeah,
not
also,
that.
you need to go
You
home.
need to go home. At the end
What?
was a good one. You need to go home. Philly needs you. That's a good one. Philly needs you.
Yeah,
But the
yeah.
one that really caught me, Dan, is when he said it at the beginning. You don't need to play it, but and talking about feeling alive, the last part of this podcast, which is what trailer came out 2 days ago. Now, have you watched that yet?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I wanted to watch
I
that with
did
you for the
watch it
first time.
before.
Well,
But we could. No,
we're
we can
gonna
watch
watch
it. We
it.
can watch
Just
again, 'cause
know that my brother said he thinks it sucks. Looks like it sucks, and he thought the acting looked bad. And I'm like, I actually thought the guy doing Stallone is fucking doing it in a not over the top way, but nailing it at the same time. I'm like, I think he's nailing it. And he played Pacino already. This guy, in another in that.
Yeah. I think.
So we didn't
In
say this.
the-
I
what
Play
was it?
Rocky, the new movie about the story behind making the Rocky. I Play Rocky, the scripted movie that's coming out that Peter Farrelly of the Farrelly brothers, who did Dumb and Dumber and a ton of other movies, is behind this whole project. And people don't know this, but Stallone's not even involved. He's not involved at all. It's crazy, right? Because
that's
MGM
crazy.
owns everything. So I went on ChatGPT today because I was like, will they be allowed to use the real music? Because if you can't use that music in this movie, it's going to hurt how good the movie could be. Like if you're allowed to show Bill Conti and him writing that music and all that, but that alone, you could do a movie about just that. The music's fucking as good as the fucking movie. I mean, we're still listening to it. How many years later? If you haven't seen it, we're going to show it right now. And I think it doesn't. I'm amazed that they're putting it out and they're doing interviews already because I don't think the movie comes out till November.
Yeah, they're not doing it until November.
Name.
But I mean, there's like a lot of movies that are coming out. So I'm gonna hit play.
And
I don't know.
faith in myself.
I remember you talking about it in the pod. and I was
You need
like,
to show everyone
oh.
who you are.
I like this girl, Sylvester.
Sylvester?
That's right, his real name.
It's got a nice ring to it. Sylvester Stallone. It's like Peter Parker.
Delusional. You don't got the looks to be.
I hope it doesn't
It's a
suck.
fun line.
Not to mention rocks in your mouth.
It looks fun.
The story's too good for it
You know,
to suck.
like-
Einstein, but I got a brain. The only way for me
Yeah.
to show people is me to have to write a script for myself.
Yeah, so do that. Write a script. And give yourself the
See,
best part.
Oh man,
Something big here.
You wrote this.
This is my favorite part.
This is freaking good.
you gotta love
That's
that.
someone like Chuck Bronson, or we
I Play Rocky. You had to pause it right
Listen,
here.
I have to say, like rewatching this trailer, I have to. Part of it's like this movie alone, the whole premise, like you said, the premise of the music, the premise of the production of Rocky is phenomenal. I think it's worthy. It's crazy that Stallone isn't involved with it, but at the same time, I also think it's good. I hope it's good. I guess maybe that's what it more.
You,
what it
you know
is.
how I feel about this? Now, you never saw the movie Jersey Boys or the play Jersey Boys on Broadway. Well,
I did.
Well,
I have. I have not watched it on Broadway. I watched it
well,
at
the
the
movie
Orpheum Theater
stinks,
in Memphis, Tennessee.
but the Broadway play
Yeah,
is phenomenal. I saw it 3 or 4 times. I can't even remember. And I always say to people, the play's so good that any actors could be doing it because the story's so good when the way it's put together in the Broadway play, not the movie, and how it's done in the play where you're getting 4 different guys, one man shows at the same time, and it's all comes together, and it's an amazing story at the same time. I go, anyone could do it, and it could never suck. Even the movie, it's like bad, but it's not like horrendous, even though it could have been horrendous, right? It's the same with this.
Yeah. We actually did. On my movie podcast, we actually did Jersey Boys, and I remember thinking, it
Stinks.
like, it was good, but
compared
it wasn't
to the show, though. The show's so good. It's the same with this. I think this, you could sit there and watch it and go, this acting's terrible. But if I'm learning things that I didn't know about all the behind the scenes and it's semi-authentic, close enough to the truth, because they're going to embellish it. That they do that with movies based on a true story means lots of bullshit. That's what I used to do a bit about that. I'm trying to remember my bit. Based on a true story. I go, if you're just, that's what it was. If you're just basing it on a true story, I go, you could do a movie about anybody if you're going to just add a bunch of bullshit to it. And I go, based on a true story. Joe's dad. I go, starring Denzel Washington.
Washington.
I still remember that one. As Joe's dad in one of his most controversial roles ever. But Joe's dad. So keep it playing. I love this part where he goes, no, I play Rocky. That's my favorite part.
So the writer wants to be in it as the lead. No, absolutely not. Throw some money at him. 25K.
No.
Raise the offer. Try 75. You're parking cars, for Christ's sake. Sylvester.
No.
175.
Go to 200.
No?
I'm not giving this up. Not for $1 million. Not for 10. Hey.
All right,
I think he's nailing it.
Comes with some strengths. If you ever fall,
I think so too.
one day behind schedule.
He's wearing a tank top in all the meetings.
We're gonna kick you to the curb.
You broke your hand.
Yeah.
Replace you with a real actor.
I don't even know what I'm doing. It's any good.
Just do the best acting of your life and everything will be fine.
No.
How far behind schedule?
I like the part with Apollo at the end, where it's Apollo. The guy, he goes, I thought you said you could box. I lied.
It's about having a belief in yourself. It's about going the distance.
Apollo. Oh, sorry.
Heart and soul on the page. If I'm not
Great turtlenecks, too. Great turtlenecks.
What's the point?
I know, man. The turtlenecks. I'm like, we need to bring turtlenecks back.
Or not. I thought you said you
But
could.
not.
I lied.
Just the font, the way that.
Oh man.
You always lie.
Just the way the title looks on screen. I think you're gonna have to fly to Philly, and we're gonna go see it down there together. We'll do a podcast.
We should do it. I'll even bring we could do a podcast. My co-host, I think
I'm flying you in.
You can board us. We'll do it.
I played Joe. My brother's kid said that. I think he made it. No, my friend Chris Cayano's kid said that. He goes, I play Joe Matarese. Dude, I'm not lying. I must have gotten 40 texts of that trailer from people the day it came out. I was like, I go to my wife. Why am I getting many I play Rocky texts? She goes, are you kidding? You live and breathe that fucking movie. And I go, not anymore, I don't. Not anymore, I don't. And she's like, shut up. Of course you're going to get 1 million texts.
Though even just starting this pod, I've realized how much of a Rocky, how much it is. So on my podcast for Real Chums, REELCHUMS, one of our first episodes, when we bring people on, we talk about what is the movie that like
made you love movies or
shaped you, right? not major that shaped you.
Shape you.
That was a movie that
As your
shaped you
personality.
as like
Yeah,
an individual.
it's definitely that.
And and I think for you, like that, there's that, and there's just great stuff. I think I was actually quite impressed with Toby.
That's who's
Kebbell.
playing
That's
Stallone?
the guy who's playing, Stallone, and no, he's Stallone. They didn't have it when I was looking at him. Oh, it's Anthony.
That's it.
Ippolito.
That would have been funny if Sylvester Stallone's
who
not
it is.
involved,
Yeah.
but Frank Stallone is involved. That'd be hysterical.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, this Anthony, I think Anthony Ippolito is, he's got something.
To cut you off, I think I was told by a couple of local guys that I know that he's from Westchester, where I live now. I don't know if you can look that up. That he might be from my area where I live. Anthony Ippolito. What a great name, Anthony Ippolito. You can't even say it in the Rocky voice. My name is Anthony Ippolito. How does he really talk? Does he sound like that to begin with? Where did he learn it? I mean, he's doing it well.
He's probably.
Where's he from? What's it say on his wiki? He's Long Island. That's right. I think I did hear that he's a Long Island guy. All right, dude. I think this is how we end this episode. If we could play the Rocky theme right now, we would, but we can't. But we can play our podcast theme. We can play it. There's another one in the can, folks. I hope you enjoyed it. Okay? And as I said in the middle of the podcast, if you want to be one of the local sponsors that we make clips about and we put on the social media and we mention you on the podcast episodes and we help your business get going, and you're a South Jersey or a Philly or a Delaware or a Florida business, there's a lot of Philly transplants living there, this would be perfect for you. Contact me on joematarese.com. There's a little contact thing there. You can catch me. It'll come right to me, and I'll email you back, and we'll talk. Come and see me live. All the shows coming up, the 26th of July. I will be in Stone Harbor at the Harbor Square Theater. At August 6th, I'll be in Medford, back at Studio 67. August 7th, let me think. August 7th, I will be in Hamilton, New Jersey at the Eagle Theater. The 8th is sold out at the same theater, but the 7th, there's still some tickets left. JoeMatarese.com. Dan, do you have any plugs?
Just remember to hit us up at Joe for newsletter at joematarese.com. And then if you need any help with production of any kind or online marketing, you can reach me at Rubio at swiftpeakproductions.com. I'll leave it in the show notes.
Nice. In the show notes. All right, folks. I'm going to go out. I'm going to have dinner tonight with a guy. My wife.
He's going to go have dinner with
a guy. Starring Anthony Ippolito. I eat alone.
And Denzel Washington as
I eat
Joe's
alone.
dad.
It's Joe's dad.
Based on a true story.
Peace out, everybody. As Sammy Sosa used to do it.